Okay, this is number 12 on 1.8, the absolute value worksheet. You have 2, excuse me, you have 2 is less than or equal to the absolute value of x plus 1, which is less than 8. So because this absolute value is in between these two numbers, that means it's going to be an AND equation, okay? So I'm going to set this up as 2 separate equations with an AND. So my first one is 2 is less than or equal to the absolute value of x plus 1. Okay, so that's the first equation. And, okay, because it's between, the absolute value of x plus 1 is less than 8. All right, so now you have 2 separate absolute value problems. If you want to rewrite the first one as the absolute value of x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 2, so I just flipped around the order that they're in. It means the same thing. 2 is less than or equal to, or x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 2. Mean the same thing. And now you can clearly see that this part of the problem is an OR problem. So you have the, to take away the absolute values, you do the 2 different ones. So you have x plus 1 is greater than or equal to 2, or x plus 1 is less than or equal to negative 2. And then just solve those. So x is greater than or equal to 1, or x is less than or equal to negative 3. Okay, so now I'll come and do the other side of the problem. The absolute value of x plus 1 is less than or equal to 8, so the absolute value of x plus 1 is less than, not equal to, just less than 8. This would be an AND equation, right? So to take the absolute values away, you just put it on both sides. So negative 8 is less than x plus 1 is less than 8. All right? You could have also rewritten this as x plus 1 is less than 8, and then x plus 1 is greater than negative 8. This means the same thing as this part is showing you this side, and this part is showing you this side. So it means the same thing. You can do it either way. Whichever way you're more comfortable with is fine. Okay, so to solve this one, you'll subtract 1 from everything. And you have negative 9 is less than x is less than 7. Okay, so now we have 2 different inequalities. Remember, this is an AND in between these two. So, and we've got an OR and an AND. So I'll draw my number line, put all the numbers that I see. I see a negative 9. I see a negative 3. I see a positive 1 and a positive 7. So those are all my numbers. So this green one here, so we have x is greater than or equal to 1 or less than or equal to negative 3. Okay, so that's the green. The blue one, we have x is in between negative 9 and positive 7. Okay, so that's the green and the blue. Now, the answer to this one, the solution, is wherever they're overlapping. So I'm overlapping right here all the way to right there. Those were my 2 overlaps. And then right here all the way to right there. Okay, so those are the 2 places where even though those aren't connected together, that's where your 2 graphs are overlapping. So they don't have to connect together as long as your 2 things are overlapping. So my solution is from negative 9 to negative 3, including negative 3. So we'll put a bracket right there, in union with 1 to 7, not including the 7. Okay, so that is the solution to that one.